what is going on? Happy New Year. We are back, y'all. And if you're new to this channel and you're wondering why I just called you cute, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can officially become a part of the cutie crew. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Ashley, and this is Cool, Calm, and Crawford, where we are helping people to stay cool, calm, and you insert the last word, whatever that may be. So it could be collected, your last name, whatever the case may be. Now, in 2022 this year, I wanted to do a lot more videos that are helpful toward people. So this video here is actually geared toward working moms, but all of the etiquette do's and don'ts in this video can apply to any work from home parent, and some of them can apply to anyone who works from home. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, the first thing you always want to keep in the forefront of your mind that is going to lead to the success of you working from home is working from home is a privilege. It is not a right, because not everyone gets to work from home, and the current climate of the world is still changing to 100% except working remotely, okay? So always keep that in mind, and that is going to aid to the success of you working from home. So let's get into the etiquette now. Now, we all know etiquette is basically things that you do versus things that you would not do. And most of these things are positive things that you should do. The first thing that you want to do if you are a work from home parent is to make sure you inform your team that you will be working from home with people in the house, and include, say, hey, I'm gonna have little children in the house, my kid is XYZ years old, or they're in school, or my spouse works with me, just so that your team or management, whomever the case may be, can kind of gauge how loud or how quiet or whatever it is going to be at times. Okay, make sure that the first thing you do is to inform your management that you will be working from home with others, okay? Especially if you have littles. Okay. So, the first thing you want to do, well, not do not work in the bed. I repeat, do not work in bed. There are no beds in the office. If there is, please let me know which office this is, because everybody knows I like to nap and go to sleep. But yes, please make sure that you are not working in bed, just to kind of set yourself up for success and keep successful. And I don't know how you're gonna do that anyway with kids. I mean, you can if you have like a newborn or something, or maybe a small toddler, but yeah, just don't work in the bed. Don't do that, okay? Okay. Next thing is to make sure you do get dressed every single day and just stick to as normal as a routine as possible, including the kids. And the reason that you want to do this is because when you dress well, you feel well, and you feel like you want to present yourself to the world a lot more. And trust me, guys, I'm a parent, so I already know how, you can feel on the scale totally different each and every single day, and some days you feel like you are at a negative nothing, okay? But if you start getting up, getting dressed, and making yourself presentable, it'll kind of aid to giving you the energy that you need to go ahead and push through the day, and also make sure that you're remaining professional while you are on the job, because you are still working on the job, okay? Remember that. The next thing that you do want to do is find a dedicated workspace, okay? And when you have a dedicated workspace, it kind of lets your family know that, hey, I'm in here working, so when mommy is in this room, if you do have older kids, they will know, you need to be quiet, mommy's trying to focus on work right now, and that mommy will be with you shortly, okay? And that also teaches boundaries, because the kids will begin to notice. And you can put a cool sign on the outside of your door, like work in progress, call in progress, whatever the case may be, and the kids will know if that sign is there, don't come in. Now, if you do have littles, it still is good to have a dedicated workspace, just to make sure that, you know, you're in an area that is clean and keeps you feeling productive, so that you can continue to get your work done and still also keep in mind the things that you have to do on the home front. Okay? Okay. The next thing that you want to make sure that you do is to blur your Zoom background. Okay? I have heard so many horror stories about people who, for some odd reason, they just don't blur their Zoom backgrounds. Now, me personally, I don't do that because I really don't have anything to hide. And then my husband works from home as well, so he keeps our daughter downstairs, especially if I am on a Zoom call or anything. I really don't have to really worry about them knocking on the door too much. But if you are someone who you don't have a significant other or anyone in the home to help you, then most definitely make sure you're blurring out that Zoom background, so that if your child needs to come in to ask you a question, or your kid is actually running back and forth behind you, then no one can see it. Following up on that, you want to also make sure that you do keep your calls on mute. Keep yourself on mute, okay? That way, just as no one can see the background, no one wants to hear any background noise, because that is indeed a disturbance to others. Now, if you are being spoken to and you have something to say, then definitely, of course, bring yourself off mute. And if there is a little bit of background noise, if it's an informal call, kind of like you're having a standing weekly team call, then yes, most definitely that's okay. But like if you have presentations or something of importance, then you definitely want to make sure that you do have someone that can watch your child during that time, just so that it's quiet. Or if someone else is presenting, you making sure you're keeping yourself on mute, okay? That's very important, guys. The next thing that you want to do is make sure that you start working as early as possible. Now, I'm not saying get up at the ass crack of dawn, because we all need to get sleep, okay? I know I do. But when you get up early, that buffers in enough time for you to take care of your morning routines and prep for the day, and then go ahead and get some projects done that you're able to get done within that time frame. Especially if you're someone who you have recurring projects and you pretty much know what your job is each and every single day, then you can definitely go ahead, get those things as early as possible, so you can have a lot more time left in your day. And when you do that as well, that kind of helps you to start block scheduling, so you're working in blocks, and then you're taking the personal time that you need in blocks, and so on and so forth. Okay, the next thing that you want to do is to make sure that you maximize your child's nap time. And I'm sorry guys, I keep looking down because I'm looking at my notes, but make sure that you're maximizing your child's nap time. Maximizing your child's nap time is of similar importance to making sure that you're waking up early enough, because when your child is asleep, that gives that peace and quietness that you need around the house to basically focus on the things that you may have been trying to focus on, but you just couldn't get them done because the kid was running around or doing whatever the hell they wanted to do, and you're running after them trying to get them together or getting them lunch or doing toddler activities or whatever the case may be. So make sure you maximize that nap time, because it's really going to give you that extra push of production that you're going to need to cross the finish line of the work day. Okay, y'all? Okay. The next thing that you want to do is make sure you plan your day ahead. So pretty much when you're working from home, for the most part, I know in my experience, I kind of already know what the week is going to look like. Now, I cannot guess what email requests I'm going to get or anything of that nature, but those standing projects that I have and then the way that the household is ran, I know on that front what is going to happen during the week, so I'm better able to, okay, today I'm recording this video, it's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, hey, thank God. But I pretty much already know in my mind like how Friday is going to run for me, and that sets me up for success. Also, you know, when you have those Sunday reset days, make sure you're meal prepping for the weekend, planning out your meals and your child's meal or your spouse's meals, so that can set you up for success as well. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope it does. Next thing I have on here is to always have a schedule and a routine. The more routine that you are with your day, the more your child is going to grow to understanding that routine, and they're going to better be able to help you stick to that routine, which in turn is going to reduce the stress that you have with trying to work from home and balance taking care of your child, or I don't want to say taking care of your significant other, but whatever. Or taking care of your household. We'll put it that way. So always make sure, you know, you have a routine and you're sticking to it, and that you are creating a schedule for a day so that all of your soldiers in the household can fall in line and everybody do what they're supposed to do, including you. Okay? Okay. Now, the last thing I have on this list is, remember, everybody is going through the same current situation with the way that the world is, and you know, we all can show a little bit of empathy to one another. Do understand that if you've already had the discussion with your team that, you know, you are a work from home mom and they're understanding about that, then cool out. It's okay. You know, you don't have to be so stressed. Just always try to keep positive, have a positive mindset, positive outlook. That should be the word of 2022 while you're working from home, is positivity. Okay, just keep positive, keep cool, keep calm, keep Crawford, y'all, because it's gonna be all good. Okay, all good. And also, you know, with that in mind, make sure, you know, if you need help, reach out to your management or leadership if you need help, because companies these days are hyper focused on employee well-being, and if you mama are not well, then you're definitely not doing well in your household, and you definitely aren't performing well on the job. So a closed mouth don't get fed. Let your management know what you need to let them know, and be realistic too. If you have to put your child in daycare, if your work from home situation just is not working for you, don't make it harder on yourself. Please don't, because that's in turn affecting your child, okay? And you always too, in this case, want to keep your child at the forefront, because they should be learning throughout the day. They shouldn't be watching so much TV. They should be doing activities, getting outside, doing what normal kids do. So if you need to, like, if your company has resources to help you bring in a nanny, or you need to hire a nanny on your own, or like I said, you do need to send your child to daycare, then be realistic and do the things that you need to do to make it a little easier to work from home. And the last tip I have on that too, you know, a lot of companies do offer flexible work arrangements. So in talking to your manager and being realistic, if your company has flexible work arrangements, and when I say that, I mean like chopping your work week down into 4 10-hour days, or working 60% of the time, or whatever the case may be, just like I said, be very realistic about what it is that you can do and what you cannot do, and when you need to bring in help if you don't already have it. Okay, so let's run back over everything. Make sure that you're keeping at the forefront in your brain that working from home is a privilege, y'all. A privilege. It is not a right, okay? And make sure you inform your team that you will have children working from home, because that's going to better help you to plan and structure your day and your child's day. Make sure you are getting up out of the bed, not working in bed. You're getting dressed every single day, that you're finding you a dedicated workspace. You got that Zoom background blurred out, or you know, something nice and pretty behind you. Not like this, but like they have cool Zoom backgrounds. If you go Google it, you'll find a million of them. Make sure you're keeping your Zoom calls on mute if you are not being spoken to. Try to start working early, guys. Make sure you are maximizing your child's nap time. Plan your day ahead. Always stick to your routine and your schedule, and reach out your hand if you need help. Okay? Okay. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button down below. I think it might be over here or over here. I don't know. But just make sure you hit it. Also, comment down below and let me know if you currently work from home, if you're a stay-at-home mom, or you don't gotta work a job at all. Because I remember last year watching somebody's YouTube video and they're like, I don't work jobs. Well, whatever. I like to have my own point. Okay, but anyways, make sure if you're new here, you hit that subscribe button to officially become a part of the cutie crew. We welcome you. Big hugs to you, big hugs to you. And last but not least, y'all, what are we supposed to be staying? Make sure you're staying cool, calm, and Crawford. And we're going to see y'all in the next video. Okay? Bye.